So for me, it's my headset. With that being done, once I unmute this track, it's recording the audio through OBS and it's transmitting it through my headset, but there's really no audio going to the speakers. And it's a really great way to kind of cheat the system and get your speakers. And it's going to output it through a monitor marks just the game volumes. How did I get the desktop audio to come through Discord now, or on both tracks, I should say, and still be able to record it just the game volume? So now we're going to come into the gear cog right here for your settings for desktop audio. We're going to come to advanced audio properties. In here, this is where the magic happens. You have your 3 tracks.
是冲你而来啦，不丹，是冲你而来啦，不丹。
还是5
Try it out.
还是
Let me know
5
what you think. Try it out.
还是 5 还是
Oh my god， 那个。
You may be streaming in the background, transmitting sound.
还有我开玩笑。
还是整个不同。
我觉得应该是在个人。
你在欧洲跟这两个老师看的。
Ciao, sono Giulia K. Sono contenta che tu sia qui. Nessuno veniva più a trovarmi. Da anni ormai. Devo raccontarti la mia storia, lo so, ma non so da dove cominciare. Ci sono così tante cose che... Dovrei iniziare dalla mia infanzia, ma di quel periodo ricordo così poco. Solo quell'estate, era il 29, mi sembra, quando fui mandata a stare dalla tata.
Tata, mi racconti la storia della Dama Bianca?
No, passerotto, non questa sera. Sta salendo la nebbia, vedi?
Sì, Lo so che la dama uccide le giovani donne quando c'è la nebbia, ma perché è così cattiva?
Vedi, Giulia, la sofferenza e la paura ci spingono a fare cose cattive, anche se non siamo veramente cattivi.
Come i soldati che uccidono gli altri soldati. Mi piace la dama, ho deciso, tata. Poverina, soffre così tanto, però continua a farmi un po' paura, sai? Io sarò presto una giovane donna e lei potrebbe uccidermi. Uccide anche chi le vuole bene?
Certo che no.
Allora io mi sento più tranquilla. Io le voglio bene. E mia sorella Marta è in pericolo.
Marta è con la mamma. Puoi stare tranquilla. Ti mancano?
No, cioè, sì. Mi manca un pochino Marta, ma con te sto così bene.
Ora dormi, passerotto. Si è fatto tardi.
Sì, tata. Dormo. Segnerò la dama. Era molto bella?
Era molto bella, sì. Molto bella.
Allora io la sognerò bellissima. Io sarò bella? Bella come lei?
Tu sarei ancora più bella di lei.
Senti, tata, visto che la dama non mi farà del male perché le voglio bene, e visto che tu non sei una giovane donna, mi potresti raccontare la sua storia anche se c'è la nebbia? Ti prego, dai, poi dormo, promesso.
E va bene, l'hai sempre vinta tu, piccola peste.
Amavo la tata e amavo quella storia. Ogni volta che la sentivo era come nuova e mi stregava sempre di più. Tutte le sere le chiedevo di raccontarmela, anche se mi faceva paura. Ancora oggi mi sembra di ricordare ogni singolo giorno di quel periodo. Com'ero felice.
Un'antica leggenda racconta che i laghi della zona sono abitati dallo spirito di una giovane donna, morta per mano dell'uomo che amava. Aspettava l'incontro galante fissando il vecchio albero sulla piccola isola del lago. Il desiderio, le speranze, ma ad aspettarla c'era la morte, non l'amore.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place. Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film. Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible. instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. "Martha, are you okay?" she asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would have to pretend to be Martha forever. O Lord, who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. Mummy always finds something for everyone to do. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital. July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply... July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. There's no reason to use the phone right now. Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is.
Can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. È cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me? have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares. It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and
哇，超恶心啊！超恶心啊 ！Oh my god！ 对啊，不好意思啊。哇，看到我都不，哎，有点不舒服哦。不好意思啊，等有点累啊。
This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now.
我闭上眼睛，我什么都看不到，我只能够看 control 吧。
Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
我有点 lag 怎么？等我一下。哦，我懂为什么那么 lag 了。我看 ray tracing， 不好意思。啊耶！
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want the butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. I always keep my trinket box locked. Can I be Martha without her clothes? Mummy never wanted us to swap, so I don't know how she will take it. I could wear Martha's clothes instead, in the other wardrobe.
我喜欢中间这一套。
I'm already dressed. Everything I need is always in my bag.
哇，还要我自己探索啊？开玩笑。
The key to my trinket box.
我现在坐到很远啊，我看不到，我应该不是很能看清楚你们的留言的。我不要对着那么近啊，太恶心的东西，哎。
July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the lady of the lake.
米雪有在看吗？
It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the white lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
Yes, Edith, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but
I'm already dressed.
哎呀，没有看到这里的衣服。
What did you say?
It's about 9:30.
I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
哎，我开不到哦。
This is not the right key. I must get her key if I want to know what's inside her trinket box.
"哇，那你找那个什么哎？还是我现在找不到了？可以跳吗？可以跑啊？没有button了，应该是下本了。안녕하세요，大家好，我是米雪。 然后我在看着留言啊，我现在才看啊，不好意思啊。哎，不用紧啊，那个画面有很多啦，不用怕啦，怕不会错过。
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
哦，可以跑哎！ 哦，我完蛋了，我要跑。琪琪一有跑button就感觉有点诡异哦，琪琪。Oh shit！ 我听到有声音了。全部绕完了，我居然有。
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
哦，楼下，哇哦。
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera? Are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon.
我感觉他爸爸很好人。
I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day.
等我一下，我开那 streamer mode， 可能还没有那么血腥。
The funeral preparations will take them a long time.
可是我开 streamer mode 更 lag 了。
It's more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
这个是什么柯南来着？怎么那么？我要按摩button了。我要按摩button了。很难控制。
First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
我是没有想要骂他，原来是另外一个人呢。他是别人，他是。
Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
我读他讲的东西啊。
Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jessie. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels.
这 game 很恶心啊！什么在前面跑就那么恶心啊！
Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. For Julia, to take more and more photos.
完蛋了，这时候看到灵魂了。
I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
我还有地下室哦，哎，完蛋！
Old photographs that father took of this house.
咦！哦，我吓死我！哇！
The battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret.
还有蝴蝶在飞添。
Feld Mascarello, Carl H.
哎呀！快跑！哎呦，等下我坐远一点，等下。诶，不是有 button 可以按的吗？诶？哎呦！
That's not possible.
好彩！
This whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
哎 ，psychology， 我不要做 psychology。
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
咦，感觉这里就危险。
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. These could be of use to me.
你怎么学？哦，就。
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
我还要隐藏自己哦，这个真的是，我又要调查死因，又要隐藏我自己。 Wait, what? Wait, excuse me?
Daddy set up his darkroom here.
Oh shit!
He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion.
Okay.
I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
我拍什么东西啊？ 我还有外观的手，我还有 DLC 哦。哦，还有写太远，怎么？哇，很 pro， 这个开玩笑。哎，米雪不要逃跑啊！给我一直看着这个，这游戏很不错，你应该会很喜欢。 哇，画面很美诶，拍这样拍。我拍么？拍麻雀。麻雀在哪里哦？哎，很难 control 哎，我。哇，很多东西可以调哦，开玩笑。你今天拍摄在拍摄？我拍哪里哦？我拍哪里？哎，我要拍哪里哦？哎，迪森盖我看我要拍哪里？麻雀在哪里哦？是谁啊？哇，叻哦，我叻到开玩笑。哎，茱莉亚脚踏车。哎。
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
Pump 在里。拍张照。哦，我要去在那里。啊，这样。打气筒。他很诡异啊！走路的时候，我感觉他走路的时候是左边的声音比较多。哎，地图大才可怕。graphic 太好了，但我感觉我设低一点。好啦，男子汉大丈夫，我怕这种东西啊，开玩笑。
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
试试看。哇，很帅哦，这架机。Wait, what?
can't develop the photo like this.
不可以吗 ？Excuse me。我完全不知道在操作什么，是这样子的咩？哇，很detail，很 detail， 我在玩什么？我在……哇，整个 Monster Hunter 主东西这样啊！对，这么给我 play 这样的 music 很恐怖诶。
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
.我要找打气筒哎，有攻略吗？ MX 什么意思？没事啊，还是什么？
These masks, I remember them vividly. I always tried to escape their gaze.
唉。
War, always war, even in paintings.
打气筒在哪里哦？我不要搞，我要走过去呢。等下，坐后一点点。应该在这里吧，打气筒。这里没有啊。 没有留啊，在房间不可能啊！很恐怖啊，这样的房子，感觉一有事的时候就逃不过，走不出去。Oh my god！ 哇，那 shadow。 shadow， 等下我 graphics 是开的太低了，是我。打气筒哎！哎，Dixon 打气筒，帮我 check 一下在哪里，我找不到，我 stuck 卡关了哎。 哎，宝，我喜欢它的房子的那种结构，还在那种法国的那种小子那种建筑啊。shadow 有点恐怖。set all to high， 我要开 RTX 哦，等下。 我是开有 RTX 啊，这不感觉好像特别亮啊。 哎，迪森，打气筒，打气筒那里。也不能的话，我走路去哦，我就，对，按错。我也不能的话，我就走路哦。哎，走路啊，走路啊。
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
等一下，等一下啊。我啦，我想坐下脚车都不可以咩？哎呦，牛哎，肥哦！
I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone.
哇，这牛够光滑表面。哦，开始赖了，开始赖了。Not bad 哎。Oh shit， 走远。等下，我给我开。我超高兴的，不可以，等一下。Sorry 啊，你们看我玩，一直在 set 东西。围栏啊！我不知道去到那个地点才有没。喂，其实它地图没有比我想象中大呀，走下就走出去哦。哦，看到。哇，有点卡，开玩笑。Oh my god！ 认真啊，拍的麻雀就开 high graphic 一点。有点 zoom 啊。
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it.
哇 lag 唉，完蛋了，这个 game。
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
我觉得还是有点神奇啊，它的胶片不用从相机拿出来，直接它就凭空住在那里了，有点神奇。 但我感觉我没有开 RTX， 也是整个有 RTX 的感觉这样。
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Hey, 走远一点先。对啊。地下室，地下室就这里。
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls.
哦，不血腥啊，这个游戏不血腥啊。其实这个游戏很温馨啊，他就是讲他爸爸这样子爱他
Puppets I
啊。
used to play with were made here. I
这
never
游戏
knew
很
that when I was a child.
那你看
They always told me that a fairy brought them.
他主要是他
I
主要
didn't
是
really
拍照
believe
吧？
them,
你看
but
你看
it
我
was
我
nice
他
to
的拍
think
照
that.
多专业，不是血腥 game 来的。完蛋了！一定拍照的时候看到后
Camera
面
is
有人
set
了。
up with the self-timer.
完蛋，完蛋！把我喜欢他相机啊，很帅。感觉洗照片的时候完蛋了啊！要做厚一点先。Oh shit! Oh shit! Saving 啊，在 saving 啊。这么长的走廊，一定会出事的。
It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet
那完蛋了！
something
这样
invisible
子
is
讲完
captured
蛋
in the
了，
black
什
film.
么了？
A kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or
会不会
captures
被我
it.
用完哦？那叫
That's why they used to photograph the dead.
咦
But
！Oh
nowadays,
shit！
almost nobody
仆
does it
街
anymore.
啊！
Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy.
有点恐怖啊，开玩笑，有点诡异啊。喂，等，找个人进来 Discord 这里，找个人进来，对。我看哦。
不要紧张，不要紧张 ，come on， go 吧。
对，有点恐怖啊，怎么有点很诡异啊？结果一照，其实不是Julia，是我。
Yes.
哎呦，真的不要笑啊！走路笑很
No
恐
one was
怖
ever
我
able to
操
tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not
有
visible
闭着
to
眼睛啊，我
anyone.
现在看不到东西啊。
I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened, but suddenly a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory.
Oh
shit. Of course the door is locked.
Oh, what the fuck?
The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual. Then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. Self-doubt is eating me up.
Wow. 对，帮妈打白照。诶，等下我相机。
July 18th. Everything has changed. I feel like a different person. The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around.
有人的吗？感觉又是我一个人了。
Left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse.
应该是
That lifeless body was Martha's, my sister. Mummy ran up to me and hugged me, thinking I was Martha and that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake and now it's too late. If they find out I've been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone, and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend, and he is one of them. He loved us so much. We know all of them, so it's just impossible.
怎么会有剪刀的？湖是哪里哦？
It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera.
没事，不要怪我没有提醒你，前面有恐怖的东西。
OK 啦，今天我们就 end 到这里啊。
啥的？
前面啊，就是马达那里啊。Hello，
拜拜。
Hello，
他走掉了。
哇啦，这样子讲下就走人，有意思没有哦？
拜拜。
我 lag 啊，还是 spawn 出来了呢？我 lag 哎。哦 shit， 感觉很 lag 啊！哦，感觉不能了啊，要下播哦。我走了一个人，可全部走完了。哦，我没有戴耳机啊哈，我没有戴耳机啊，有什么事？就算了啊。
不要偷耳机。
哎，找个人过来先，真的找个人过来先。他卧室的下方是在哪里？在地下室啊？还是在还是在我现在？
你觉得还有哪里？
他卧室是
go 去吧，相信你自己。
那你
Discord
声音，
你把那 OBS 我们的声音调低一点。
不老，
你把 Discord 我们的声音调
OBS
低一点。
我都调不到你们的声音，一条游戏声音也跟着调。
你调 Discord 的声音 ，Discord 的声音。
哦，
不要懂啊！有时候直接看到，没有什么事情是看不到的。看到，
干啥小？
没有，该骗你吧？是不是前面有东西？我也不懂前面有没有东西，乱讲。
上哈，快！
不用紧啊，我自己也觉得这里会有东西啊。诶，这么我听到
两个声音啊。
这么我听到有你们那个李俊的声音啊。
没有啊？
他改进来
了，吓到我，还以为他变妈大啊，灵魂来找我。
没有，
怎么可能这么聊两帅呢？
哎，没有，他是我上去看见了。
去了，真怕哭。
再喽。
来牛奶文闭麦。
我老可以讲个话没有哈？
我们陪着你。
不丢我的丢。要关掉游戏声音先。What the fuck？
我老。还可以这样。
哇，房子大到恐怖哦！还好房子小小的，就算闹鬼也挤不过来。哎，就会觉得越大房子越可怕。
我有时候觉得越大房子越爽你想一下晚上的时候。
我的 Microsoft Outlook 在提醒我讲要睡觉啊，明天要上课。
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark.
Shit! Smile. 哇！我跟你讲，我现在流汗了，开玩笑，我现在流很多汗了。
War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
要不要上去看呢？我想上去看呢。喂，怎么关在手电筒啊？我按错哦，哈哈哈。excuse me。我按错什么东西哦？control 哇！我到现在我还不是很会 control 啊。
I shouldn't risk it really, but I love watching them sleep. It's the only time they are together and not fighting.
我要晚上就睡觉啦，拍什么鬼照哦？哎，不作死就不会死啊！开玩笑。我听到有东西。 对，我是 controller 没有电还是什么？这我拿不到，这我拿不到东西啊！我看不到，诶，哦，哦，哇哦，仆街了，恐怖诶！唉，好啦，当我最需要你们的时候，你们全部人都不在啊，全部人都离开啊，开玩笑。
I got you, brother. But the other
屌你
side,
啊，嘎秋，等下你给我走了啊！唉。哦，我觉得是时候，真的是时候离开这个家。这完成了，是拍照先还是什么？Dixon，我感觉我开那 map，
医生不在。
没有他听到啦，他只不要过来吧。我去那么远呐、哇，我要怎样去哦？哎，算了，帮忙打拍照先了。哎，可诺，等下可以帮我一个忙吗？我就是随便忙操作啊，你帮我看一下那个 button 是什么，那你告诉我就可以了。
什么东西？
总之，你等下我会关着眼睛的，你跟我讲那个是什么 button，然后我就这样操作吧。
可以这样操作的吗？
可以，
我觉
怎么不
得自己
可以？
看比较好啊。
我不怕那种东西啊，我是怕那种恶心的东西跑出来吧。锁咯，按不到哦。
他可能他想你要戳他鼻孔，他不给你戳。
我会这样拍，对，不要操作很别扭哎，我想放弃这迪克森，这游戏我退回给你好吗？我啊，我一直手咯，一直按错把灯。丢。不是这样子拍呗？
不能调亮一点？
没有，伟文，RT 是拍啊，怎么还不给我拍？我要开闪光灯啊，我要这样开哦。迪克森，过来。 我要讲开闪光灯哦。
你可以跟这里的左边那里，你可以跟这里左边那里来看。
左边。
你是讲那个调亮度？
没有，我就是不懂，我亮度我调最满了哦。
他讲太暗了，我不懂啊。
然后我已经调到最准了，你知道吗？
有没有是这个可以装啊？就是调一下曝光啊那些。
我调完了哦。哎，我有心脏病的时候，你帮我打3条9啊？有什么事？
对啊。你有看到左边那个吗？他有 highlight 起来，你 miss 了什么？
我懂吧？我不懂这样子开灯。
我听到有怎样？就这样。
Hello， 我不能开灯吧？是啊，相机啊。哦，我懂了。
哦，对不起。
这里是啊。对啊。
你有没有装闪光？
装了啊，我就拿啊。丢，我一直又按错button，开玩笑。
不光，
我都没有得调不光，这已经是最亮了，你知道吗？最亮了，我要怎样调不光？哎，你帮我check下看看怎样子开那灯啊？还是我站的角度不对，所以它才不能够 trigger 到？丢啊，手好恐怖啊！拍啦，3、2、1。
Dan, it would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
丢，还要我走回去啊？哎，我没选什么，我现在走出来了哦。哎，迪森打气筒在哪里？迪森。说了个叫天天不应，叫地地不灵。
唉，他跑掉了，有延迟，你要等。雷森有延迟。
这是延迟吗？还是要
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
什么新生记忆解锁？哇，还有升级哦！哎，看一看。哎，不要看这。哎，迪克，你不告诉我打气筒在哪里，我就走路过去哦，啦，跟你讲啊。
OK， 不要急。你去你的家。
我先走路过去先啊，你找到的时候再跟我讲。
进你的家啊。你去你的家。
你召唤过了没有？
其实你刚已经看到了，手楼。
我就不懂，我找不到。
你去你的家。
哦，安全感。
It's dangerous using a gas lamp indoors. I could set something on
活
fire.
该啊！
I should put the lamp down before entering the house.
那你
左边去回去，你一开始第一次去的那个地方，直走到底啊！
这里啊，
直走到底。
大哥什么鸟哎？
啊，刷，这里应该可以找上去吧？
叫我只能洗照片吧，我要这样的话。
嗯，
是晚上不睡觉这里做梦，真的是。
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Blue filter, ideal for indoor photos. Orange filter, when there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast.
哎，我觉得我应该玩过这一次过后，我应该不太有可能会再来玩过。
你是讲玩到结束过后，然后你就不会再碰这个游戏？
不懂啊，看情况啊，看迪克森他们的表现这样子真的。
A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died.
我不明白为什么他每次他去弄这个拍照片的时候，他会去什么啊？都会有歌。
Her face can no longer tell me if what happened was my fault. I should have known that already. All I can do is head to the lake and get those rolls.
然后那个都是他们会剪掉。
什么啊？
之前好像是以前的照片都会有一条，然后都会用完了就剪掉。
哎，出门了，出门了！等下确实看地图先。往这个方向的话。Wait, what?我去看一下那牛先。我牛没有掉。
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be?
What the fuck?
I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
Oh, you're like...
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
你们是要走去那个打叉的地方？
应该是啊。我不明白一个人晚上在这里做什么。
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me.
哇，好棒哦！这个游戏好。我的妈！
箱子。
哎，再多一次我就 off 了。
可以啦，至少她很美。你想着你的老婆，你就
想过我啊，让你保护不到我啊。哎，我在 Elden Ring 至少还可以跟他们打个你死我活啊，这个我打不过啊。我就是一个普通人吧。
Two cameras left.
canon 现在几点啊？canon
现在呀，12点半，12点20。
说若我眼睛看不到东西啊。Excuse me， 怎么走不前呢？
A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of one more camera to collect. could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
剩下河那个我有点过去了。哇，很棒哦，手的空气枪。诶，可以。
That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
手的话不能 TP 回去咩？等颜色都变掉了。
再来个可以，在这里，它不是同一个游戏。
是时候换游戏玩了，会很垃圾啊。
这个还有很久才结束这个游戏。
我走错路了啊！怎么？我是走错路，怎么走？
是没有走在路。
我很暗哦，等不被我 brightness 开到 max 哦。等下我脱下耳机先啊。
看到没有声音啊？它叫声呢？卫生，卫生，看后面，看后面，尝试看后面一下。Watch your back, watch your back。
你看后面。
好吧。
怎么这个直播这样奇怪呀？哑巴直播，主播不讲话。
他那个东西。
是啊，不看啦，不看后面啦。
就像你进睡觉的声音一样。
你可以不要在他们直播的时候讲这种东西嘛。
我是讲他的声音再小声一点，然后再拉长一点那个间隙，就是你的睡觉声音。
突然不要紧张，看后面，你安心的看着后面，最多重玩吧，不用急啊 ，it's OK， 最多重玩吧。唉，还没来买啊，听不到。
就我边往后面看。
没有带耳机。
我这边还没来，他不听声音。
耳机脱下来。
啊？这样怎样玩游戏？
他们就看着画面玩到啊。
哎呀，这样子就不好玩咯。
我决定我会画成没发抖的样子。
优能的手。
你戴耳机还没有上？
是我这游戏，他有点傻，是吧？他到了那个。
哦，你刚不要往后看。
啊，已经在这里了。
他的哪一个？应该。
而且我做魔剑。那我看过啊。就是你，我来到，
你要开他的棺材是吗？诶，没有，为什么？
放心。
其实我们好奇一件事情，你到底放多久？那个实体书的什么样子？
玩游戏，好恶心啊！这东西。哦，what the fuck！ 待って。
不是全部存到完的。然后那个水了，它至少是一个画面，而且还有红色。
是一个人在看了哦。
有多少个人在看？12个。
12个哦。
12个。有谁在看？
刘森，讲点话。你要讲话呀。
She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true. Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Tell me.
我没有戴耳机，我跟你讲。
Blood. I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me?
哎，不过我觉得是马达死了这样子还更好看啊！他这样腐烂了，我觉得比较好看一点的。仲好过他刚刚被人家割下来的时候，我觉得好看很多。现在这样子。
Oh no！ 又是来逼的。
我很 lag 哦，不明白为什么那么 lag 啊。 我很累哎，真的很累哎。
相信他。
哦，你们还感觉到还 OK 吧？我自己感觉到很累。 对啊，全部放中啊。
What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes with blood. What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes with blood.
不然这样他又不会弄脏他的 backwear。What the fuck? What the fuck 都可以啊，可以不要弄到声音啊，可以直接 skip 啊。
But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before.
多少岁哦？这个
Otherwise, he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
换另外一套衣服啊。
It's July 19th.
诶，719。719。哦 ，sorry， 记错日子了。Magician.
It's very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared, and Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who...
她怀孕了，那现在 baby 还在她肚子里面，还在活着。
I believe the nanny is the one who
边
hurt
棍才在啊，不
with
是
an
吧？
evil passion for those cards. They are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course. I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's death. My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Don Attilio, he's a great friend, but to a weird view. Those cards are just a game, but most importantly, they're mine. Why on earth did they take them from me?
Walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances...
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions. Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide?
我的快乐房间。
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers.
明天继续
The future
没
was
有明
always
天
good
了
for
咯，
everyone.
这个是第一次玩，也是最后
Maybe
一次
when
玩
she
了。
read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
哇，那什么光线来了，这么一个一条线的。Oh my god，越来越多米线了。粉红钥匙圈。没有办法啊，我已经我已经暗示你们早就多一点人上来，结果没有人就算了，累了。
好了，一堆人就不恐怖了，懂吗？手撸，你是要恐怖才好看的。
放过我啊！我都没有明白。
你要玩了啊，别算。
我不玩，看这样子先。
没有，这里应该一
Whoever is
般
in
哦。
possession of weapons or explosives not
Yeah.
reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. The superior commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives. Italian workers in Germany. The following rules are in place for workers who voluntarily work in Germany. A commitment of a maximum period of 1 year before returning to Italy.
Germany 叫 Germanicano。
War rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time.
诺曼底战役手咯，这个好像我
Fighting
知
in
道。
哇，熟悉耶！
Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from
哇，历
Perriers
史
to Carentan. Ponheber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
懒嘅 gas pump 先啦，
这里
直走到底。no， 直走不要，找啊。
有咩？
no， 你刚有看到啊 ？gas pump 不一定是要放在地上的。有些 gas pump 嘛，它会设计就是可以放在可以随身带的。Oh no！ 还在椅子后面，椅子后面的一个东西上。
唉，韩国啊是这种啊，我以为是那种大个的那种。
Here's the bicycle pump.
哎，先蹦脚就行了。
活塞运动，快点，咕咕咕！
哎，去洗照片先了。
With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Red filter for super high contrast photos. I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
No, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time.
对，糯米还在吗？糯米明还没有考试呗。
These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
Hmm, 感觉越白越容易出事。
嘿嘿嘿。
好了，我听这2遍。
嗨。
就听你来讲2次，嘿嘿嘿。
哦。
就我可以丢掉了，真的那照片。手罗永远拿的都是那一张啊，永远一关麦就 refresh 了。
3张。
哦，感觉那一张有点料。 其他没有差，就这张有人了。答应他们去睡觉了。
没有啊。
这样。
Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember.
我还要继续弄啊。我开玩笑，他那种洗了照片还不会帮我弄掉，他就还是在那里了。就我不懂我自己洗了哪一张来的嘛？
真的去洗啊！
第2张我洗了，可能第3张我也洗了。第4张。张张都一样啊，有差吗？我是没有啊。哦，哇，这样子，哇，这样子有点麻烦呢。能够洗下都还是没有差这样。不过也会 save 在我电脑啊。所以我拍一大堆那种垃圾照片，然后全部那些保存，别个全部保存在我电脑里面了。
Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
应该签最后一张了，应该。现在大概还有谁在看我的 stream 吗？
全部人
啊，全部人。
啊， 全部人都不用睡了呗。
第一次直播哎，帮衬下啊。
帮衬。
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done.
寻找钥匙，前往湖畔。突然间，全肉我。突然间觉得他的脚车这样没有什么差别，这样走路。
跑更快。
前往湖畔，他没有 mark 给我 ，but then 我要讲前往湖畔哦。
湖不在右边那个，最右边那里啊。
啊，我脚车不见了啊。唉。喂，
下不去是吧？
好像是不能下去啊。
我觉得你直接走得快啊。
哦，看那里。对，我可以这样。哇，好赞哦！他的空气墙好爽啊！我第一次看角色那么懂哦。
他应该要吐啊！
顶不住他空气枪啊！我觉得这个森林的氛围，早上的时候光线的那个还蛮不错啊。那 XU 不见了。
哇，7小时才有啊！
我屌哦，好神奇哦！而且空气枪很多，开玩笑，真的超多，不是很自由啊。有蚊子，有尸体啊。 它从恐怖游戏变成战争游戏啊！
没有啦，
它就是一个以二战为背景的恐怖游戏。你要去抢他们，抢还是他们的啊？什么 FPS？
我还有 bullet time 之后，我可以 slow down 那子弹啊。
Dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Next page.
哇！突然间很多 side quest 啊，到底我要做哪一个先哦？哎，随便的，随便的。我突然在唱歌。
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you?
我操了，这
拿枪可以吗
？No， 我拿这个红布蒙上我眼睛，然后我变离心了。是啊，这样蒙上我眼睛啊，我变离心了。
那恐怖不是你之前有拍到的
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Oh, what? No 我也是啊，然后就 DN 了啊。
What the hell?
Oh. Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot.
Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt? Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch.
Scheiße, lass uns abhauen. Aber sie lebt noch.
Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
然后又变晚上，然后我又要自己走路回家子。
I'm dying, I thought, but strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time. 先走下去，你知道吗？有点傻。
还是让你找出一个正确的组合。
知道，有点傻，就一直无限路跑啊，如果你测不中的话。
你的身体。哦，两个都死了。
我怎么？
I give you back your
喂。
哇！
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded. But they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death, so I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
楼顶录那么久了吗？
新地图。
哇，欢迎来到地狱哦
！Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
Mm, 我还回我自己的衣服啊。
No, 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 my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
The ceremony is today, so I need a suitable dress.
哇，这很 suitable 咩？这整个皮一样哦。
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
哦，应该是到最后左右才可以开的这样子啊。我还有很多没有，哎，这个有多结局的？
我不懂。
你帮我猜猜看。
我只懂你马上自己差不多往来当了。
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky.
好像不是啊，不是多结局一个结局吧
I went for a walk in the woods.
Otherwise, she would have bled to death. Yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
No, no!
Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's a way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
哎，我可以开门了吗？哦，可以。
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola, and once again General K's family has come under fire.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing.
This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day. Even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says.
人 back 在你附近啊。
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behaviour. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185.
我开不到，应该是在这里附近了吧？
哎，女主是德国人是吧？
嗯。
The radio needs to be kept on at all times these days. It can save your life knowing things on time, especially before they happen. Pervitin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her.
Where's my bag?
后面
他不给我忧伤吗？
下不去，
下不去啊！那门关了，应该是在这里附近哦。
There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened.
那就在我自己房间。
Nanny will be visiting me soon. I'm already dressed.
在你厕所。
There's my bag.
Wait, what? Wow, unbelievable.
Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
What the?
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation. July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Nào 哪一张给你们选？
我要打发。就这张，
最后一张。
不要动的这张。
这张啊，最后一张啊，是吗？
Whatever。
想想钱。
太阳。诶，我看看玩完了。
啊，所以什么戳你死
？There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide, something that can teach me something.
哇，感觉我 random 抽什么都是这三个啊！哇，每天都可以占卜诶，哇，好爽哦！
所以那里有多少天？
这是第3天啊。
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
你看，可以骑的时候不骑，现在没有机会啊。
睡觉我找不到那个怎么。
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out.
没有用啊，骑还走过去那个森林，它也是不能够，还有空气墙挡着。
Meat can now be found for
我不懂事，还有别的一条路让你可以下到去，还是怎样啊？我不懂啊。
The gas has been cut and there is no coal. Attempted murder in La Romola. The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city. I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God. Julia, my little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny.
保姆也不行，保姆被炸死啊！
Bye, Nanny. I love you.
这是什么？现在是谁知道第三个就要死是？
哇 ，Final Destination 哦！
这个真像是一个诅咒啊！
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone.
喂，在我们这里玩的人不知道死啊！
要死的应该是我先啊！
把一个钱的。
没有啊，我在玩啊。
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Wait, what? 这里不然不可以骑脚车好吗？
你是将军的女儿吗 ？No one cares。
我应该再玩多一下，我就先暂时没有玩先。
耶！
然后明天再玩。累啊，玩到手了。骑不下，然后空气墙垃圾，这样我只能在自己花园骑，有什么意思呢？
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
Wow, 教堂直接在隔壁吧。
动物在夹动作那些，
僵硬啊，
是哦。
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha, that'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures.
哇，三九真很帅。
I have found what I need to take infrared photos.
感觉很阴啊。
嗯哼。连接我和他的世界。
我大概这个变到 Conjuring 了。
金子，金子。
That raven is making a big fuss.
哎，我暂时先玩到这里先。
OK。好，一下，干，全部累啊，晚1点半啊。
对啊。
No，就关。